Hello everyone and welcome to my next tutorial video about how to make blinking eyes for your face rig on Live2D. So I made a folder called eye parameters. You don't have to do this, but I did it for my own well-being really. I stuck with the eye right open, brow right form, brow right angle, brow right X, brow right Y, eye right smile. I never use this, I will say, but I did want to use it as an example as to what you can do with deleting parameters. If you don't want a parameter, and in which case I have filtered out all the left eye parameters, you can highlight a parameter, click on the trash can, delete eye right smile, yes. You can also do it with the right click and selecting delete too. So you can do that if you want to. Just to kind of let you know about the folders as well, you can make a folder. You have to, for some reason, click on the right mouse button to drag it to where you want it to be, and then you can highlight whatever you want in terms of parameters with holding down Control and clicking, and then dragging it into the folder. Then click on the folder icon itself to open it up for your parameters. You can also double click it and rename it to, in this case, mouth. And it's a really good way of just organizing your parameters without getting too confused. So yeah, I did end up removing all of the left eye related parameters and stuck with the right eye. The reason why I've done this is because I feel that FaceRig at this moment in time, maybe it's different with animes in the future, because animes isn't out yet while I'm making this video, blinking, say with one eye open and one eye closed, is not really possible to do with the current facial recognition that FaceRig has. At least for me anyway, it's been, I don't really have the ability to do it. The way to tackle other little peculiarities I've been getting here and there with face rigs as well, because another issue that I had was looking down and one of the eyes being slightly closed and the other one wide open, so it looked a little bit strange. I found a way around just like making sure that the eyes closed exactly when I wanted them to close, and that is to focus on the one eye parameter. You don't need to worry about the other eye parameter. Sticking with the one eye parameter, in this case the right eye for me, I was able to, every time my right eye closes, it closes both of the eyes on your face rig. That was a thing I feel was quite important to me. Whether or not you use the eye right or the eye left is up to you. I feel like that regardless of whether you pick the eye left or eye right, it will work anyway. But generally speaking, I've just always stuck with the eye right, and it should by rights work the same for you using eye right as well. Another thing also you can't do is undo the deletion of parameters, which is really strange. Again, I don't know why they've done that in the software, but either way it is what it is. So we currently have the warp deformer for the eyes, which we're not going to use for this. We are going to use the eye piece to resize and squish down into a eye closed state. Just to let you know, I've also made a warp deformer for the mouth shape. So we got the tongue and mouth and the closed mouth state. Needed to do that too, so if you're following along, be sure to do that as well. So yeah, we've hidden the other eye because we don't need that right now, but we're going to highlight eye 1 and eyelid, highlight eye right open parameter, and use the add to keyforms button. Now we got keyforms for these two pieces. Only highlight the eye one, use the red bounding box here, and squish it down. Squish it down equally too, like I am right now. Also make sure that it's on the right keyform as well. I tend to very often forget about where to put the keyform motion, so make sure that it's not like here, and make sure it's on this side, because this is left being the closed eye state and this is the right being the eye open state. we've now squished it down to where the eyelid is. We're just going to stretch it out a little bit more to the side. Make sure that it's still behind the eyelid, and then we'll have it open like this. So it squishes appropriately to the shape of the eyelid closing. Now, of course, you're looking at this thinking, well, that's still there, how do I get rid of it? Well, we're going to highlight the eyelid here. We've already made keyforms of it because we selected both of the two together and pressed the buttons. We've got keyforms for it already. To know whether or not a part has keyforms, it's the fact that the circles here are green. As you can see here, there's no keyforms for this parameter or this parameter because we didn't add keyforms for that particular eyelid. If you did want to though, it's all a simple case of just clicking the parameter and pressing, again, create keyform buttons here. But we don't need to do that for this anyway. It's just a little bit of information about it. We have him opening and closing his eyes. We need to highlight the eyelid, select this keyform, and we're going to lower the opacity. This is where this inspector comes in handy. So if you lower it down to 0, it's disappeared. But as you can tell, there's a bit of fading in and out going on here. You can stop the fading in and out sooner by adding another keyframe. Again, with the eyelid highlighted, go and click on this, add single keyform, and then bring the opacity down to 0 again. So it kind of almost creates a bit of a snap to the closed eye state. Now you may want to adjust this to how you see fit, because sometimes with FaceRig it kind of gets a little bit, because of the opacity effect, it sometimes gets a little weird. In fact, out of practice really, what I would do normally is get it as close to this keyframe as possible, then make the keyframe and bring it all down to 0, and there you have like the snap of the eyelid reappearing again. So now we have an eye blink. I'm going to unhide this eye here, and we're going to lower the opacity of this eye. I'm going to use this as a guide for the duplicate of this eye. So how do you duplicate a already animated eye? You go on here. You click on the folder, eyes, that we have in place. Go on copy. Do you want to copy parts, child objects? Always click yes, because then it will remember all the values you've given in this parameter. Now you've got that open for some reason. I don't know why they open it, but click on paste, because it hasn't pasted yet. Click on this so that you can change the name of this so you don't get confused with the other folder. By the way, when you do rename anything in these dialog boxes, always press enter after you've typed it in. So yeah, we've got 2 eyes now. We are going to effectively highlight everything in this file. Just literally highlight everything. Now be careful what you select here. Always select it with the cross with the arrows. Don't use the arrow, the cursor with the cross with arrows. Make sure that it's this icon on your cursor so you can move it effectively. So what we're going to do is drag it to the other eye so that we can align it properly. So there you go, you got your eye blink on the other side too. We're going to get rid of this though, because we don't need it. The same as the other one that we used as a guide, get rid of eye 2. So yeah, those are the blinking eyes for your FaceRig. Very, very simple way of doing it. Putting it all into the one parameter will definitely make your eye blinks more consistent for your FaceRig. With that guys, I hope that this tutorial was helpful on how to make a simple eye blink for face rig. We're going to move on to a simple animated mouth for face rig in the next video, so I hope to see you all then. If you liked the video, please thumbs up the video, let me know that you liked it and it's been helpful. If you have any questions, of course, as always, leave them in the comments below. And do subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tutorials in the future. And I hope to see you all next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye guys!